one thing about this bike and how I ride it, and because I'm not 20 feet tall, I got this nice Sargent seat that's actually wider, especially around where you're normally supposed to sit, and the foam is, I guess, multi-density. It also has a pocket in the middle, especially where you're supposed to sit for your, I mean, essentially it's for your prostate, I guess. I want to be, you know, just the area between, like your crack. It's for your crack. Let's go with that. And because I did notice that when I took my trip to Colorado, that for long periods of time, that it literally felt like my butt crack was smashed, like up into my my testicles. I don't know what to call them. What the proper name used for that. But anyways, it did hurt a lot, and I haven't taken any super long trips, but I have been on the bike for hours on end, equivalent to what I would have been just riding there. And I haven't had any issues. I've had the seat for over a year. I got it last year, I think around this time. It was after my trip, unfortunately. Which I got a lot of mods after my trip. I guess you could say that trip was enlightening on what I needed and what I didn't. But anyways, you can sit way back here. There's a little, kind of like a little stitched area where it's kind of stitched flat, then it pitches up pretty quickly. And that's where your butt's supposed to be, more or less, because it actually goes out wider than the stock seat, and you get more ass on foam rather than hanging off the sides and, you know, going up your ass crack. The only problem is when I do this, I have to lean forward a lot more, or my arms are almost locked out. Like right now, they're just barely bent, and coming to turns and stuff, I mean, it's okay, but it doesn't feel as stable. Like, especially at lower speeds, I'll scoot forward where it's thinner, but I can really bend my arms and I don't have to be bending forward as much. But it's not as comfortable. So it kind of just depends. I think it also is, so I know the OEM seat had more of a curve to it, where it actually dipped down the middle. This doesn't have it. They actually eliminated some of that, but it does have a little bit still right here, so I can get my feet down more, because again, I'm not that tall, so I do have to work with the bike more. Thankfully, I didn't buy a 1200. Ooh, that's a big one. Because the 1200 would have been